Okay, Steve. So good to see you today. Obviously, we're about a month and a half on, maybe 6 weeks on from when you first came. It's just good to have a little look back, even though you've slipped into a couple of old habits. But if we have a look back at where you were before on the left-hand side, and just show you the improvements you've made, because it's massive improvement. A little bit underplaying here, and that was as far as your backswing ever went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very stuck behind you. So you've really done some great work in terms of just getting that club more out in front of you on the backswing, and then really working it up into a much better position at the top of the backswing. Even just looking at the improvement there you've done in 6 weeks, that's massive.
See your hands like that.
Yeah, hands are higher. Yeah, club's better. It's gonna be a much better position. So this is before on the left hand side, and it was way underplaying, and you were hitting those sort of hooky, ground first sort of shots. And this one on the right hand side, it's much more on plane. So although you were still getting a few of them, you're actually in a much better place than where you were. What we said to do really from that position, from this position here on the way down, is just to turn your hips out of the way. Yeah. So if you actually turned your left hip and turned your body out and made the hands and club go to the left, because at the moment when you actually strike the ball, there's no rotation there. So the area that I'm looking at is around here.
Yeah.
If we could see a bit more of your left bum cheek and a bit more of your back, that'd be great. And we did with a couple of the other ones later on. So keep at that. And then we really looked at the driver today, so let's just bring the driver swings up. Here you are on the left-hand side at the start. We've got alignment out to the right, and then you're trying to get it on plane on the backswing, but it's definitely still very low. You see the difference there?
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to what you had with your iron. So on the right hand side, we said, right, square up that stance a little bit, or even feel like it's slightly open, and then trying to get into a similar position as you had with your irons. Working it, really take the time on that backswing to make sure you work it out and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a big improvement there. That's why you were striking them a bit better. Here on the left, then it would go, still a long way under plane. See that? And it's all exaggerated with the driver, that's why you're still having issues with it over the other clubs maybe. But here on the right hand side, it works down into a better position. It's still a little bit behind your hands. If we pause it at the same place, then you can see how this one's sort of behind your body, but this one's sort of on your hip. And ideally we'd want it more here, sort of where your hands are. But it's a better position, and from there, you did start to turn through well. So we were really getting a bit more rotation there. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's good to see. And I think if you work at that and just practice that, take your time to get that backswing, hands and club up, and then turn through to the left, yeah? And that's going to get you, hopefully to give you the confidence that when you actually want to hit it hard, you hit it hard with that turn, rather than going back to swinging your arms flat and then hitting with your arms. So well done, mate, and keep up the good work, because that's a massive improvement for just 6 weeks.